Norway has a population of only 5.6 million people. The country has a sovereign wealth fund of more than 2 trillion American dollars. Some have argued that the Tinubu's new tax policies, which is going to come into effect from the 1st of January, is an assault on the poor. Let's break it down and I will explain how this matters to you. Now, Norway, now the population of Norway be this. Now, the money we Norway get as a country for their foreign reserve, where they invest for things like New York Stock Exchange, and they get a return on their investment of around 5.6% every year on the money where they invest. Remember, Norway population is not reach Lagos Island. Now, from the 1st of January, if you send 500 naira from your account, now the amount where government will charge for this one are tax. They will tax you. They'll take 15.75. Now they'll take for every 500 where you take. So if you end up sending 1,000, government will take on top of that. They'll take more than 30 naira come out. Now Nigerian recurrent expenditure, they pay salary, they go to the wrong things. As of today, now 13.6 trillion. Now be the recurrent expenditure. Nigeria debt as of today now 152.39 trillion. Now be the money where we get. That is about $99.6 billion money we owe. When Jagagba enter office, the money where Nigeria owe now 87 trillion when Jagagba enter. In less than 3 years, Jagagba don't borrow 65 trillion. Now he don't borrow on top. Since we know in less than 3 years, Jagagba don't borrow 65 trillion. Now your children and my children and the future generation that will pay this money. As we talk today, Nigerian foreign reserve, it's about 44 or let's say 45 billion. The whole Nigeria, 230 million people. The foreign reserve money we get for our foreign reserve now less than 45 billion dollars. Meanwhile, Norway, see how much they get. They get 2 trillion and their population now 55.6. And the Prime Minister of Norway now bicycle, now in the right, go walk. Whereas Jagagba and even Sheyi Tinubu said, the cars that Sheyi Tinubu get, the Prime Minister of Norway, where they get 2 trillion foreign sovereign wealth, you know they drive motor where Sheyi they drive. So when we enter the matter of tax, this video, where you want to watch, it is very important. I know they against people they pay tax. I don't live for UK for over 25 years. Now taxpayers' money, now they go college, in first degree to my master's. So I believe in tax, but I go tell you, I go break this one down, make you understand why this approach which Jagagba want to take may not be the right approach for you and your family. We'll break it down for you. So we know say this tax which Jagagba introduced, so the reason why they introduce the tax, they say now to raise money, reduce borrowing, fix tax leakage, and so that government not go to rely on say that they borrow money to the finance budget. Now, so they talk about the intentions, now good intention. Anybody talks anything bad to that, but we'll talk the matter where they. Now, why the government talk this one? They talk and say, as at today, Nigeria, our GDP, the ratio who they get for tax, now about 6%. Whereas the global average, now between 15 to 18. That's for other countries. Now the money the government they raise through tax for Nigeria now 6%, and the global average now around 15 to 18%. Stay with me because this matter is very important. Well. Now, may we come look according to what Jagagba talk. From the 1st of January, if you dey earn 800,000, according to them, that means say you dey take home around, let's say, less than 70,000 a month, you not go pay anything at all. But when you dey earn above 800 to 3 million a year, that means say you take home anything less than 66 to 250, you will pay 15% of that one to government. When you earn above 3 million to 12 million, they take home this amount, and the amount you're going to pay to government with that. When you earn up from 12 million to 25 million, you take home this one every month, and what you're going to pay with that, according to Jagagba plan. Now, if you earn 25 million to 50 million, you take home this amount every month, you're going to pay 23% to government. Now, what did they talk with that? Now, what did they say they won't use the money do? Then we look at schools, road, hospitals, electricity, security, civil salary. Now, good idea. But we they come. We go look the elephant within the room, as Oyinbo they talker. Okay, now, we come look how much they say person will get company under Jagagba plan, how much you go pay. If your company they make less than 100 million turnover a year, you not go pay anything. If you become in a medium company, say they make from 100 million to 1 billion a month, you will pay between 20 to 30%. If you're coming a large company where they earn between 1 billion, then effectively you will pay 15%. There's digital filing. Invoicing is introduced under the new tax. Now you can see and say the intention so far, not be bad one, but we will come the meat where they this talk. Now they say the law include a provision where allow Jagagba, based on the advice of the National Economic Council, to reduce this tax from 30% to 25% at a later date. Now, I feel sorry for this, my brother, Taiwo Oleyele, because the man, if like say he headed the right place, he go to the top and say, pay tax. But the question that a lot of Nigerians are asking, what the money that the government, with the waste in government, you're telling people to pay tax. We know the benefit of paying tax. A government that is riddled with corruption, a government that is living ostentatious lifestyle, a government that is living above their means. When Tinubu get more escort than the Prime Minister of Norway, where they get 2 trillion, then they tell the poor masses where they pay tax. When you did detach from the pain of your people, where they come. Now, Taiwo don't tell everybody say, man, this policy is good. We will support government. Now, under this one where the Jagagba introduce, so under this policy, now your NI number automatically now go serve as your tax ID. You don't need to worry. As long as you get NI number, that one go still work as your tax ID. If you get company, your CAC registration number, that will be your tax ID. No need to do anything. We just change by itself. Now, maybe we can't look why this change. According to the Jagagba and the tax guy, Taiwo, they say now to simplify the tax administration, eliminate duplicate tax ID, improve tax identification, reduce evasion, so that people will comply with what they talk. Now, who will feel land the most? Most people agree that inflation, in case you don't know what they call inflation, everybody your money, where they your hand feel bad. Say the poor, they are already feeling tax. Although through inflation, that's why the fact that the government is not getting the money, inflation are tax. Say I get 40 naira, you know if you buy me Gary, now tax be that now. Until you reduce inflation, so that Nigerians, what you money you get, you feel they can they buy more things. Nigerians they already feel pay. Even somebody they earn 150,000 naira, Now suffer in the suffer. So they're talking about saying that the poor now go feel this one more. Now this new tax structure, under wetin Taiwo and Jagagban want make we believe. They say the body where they collect tax, they don't rename man Nigerian Revenue Service. New board structure, collection costs reduced to 2%. Everybody say nobody to reduce waste and more fewer checks, and there will be oversight. Now, what did they talk with that? Now, more can look the impact on the poor. For this my platform, any topic where they bring, as now know with the analysis, they look at the impact, implication, and consequences on the masses. Number one, impact. This VAT, they talk VAT, so VAT, some people view it as a regressive tax. Poor people pay higher on zero income. Food inflation is already above 10%. Transport and energy costs, tax doesn't reduce poverty. Now, 60% of Nigerians, those people where they do hair, those people where we say, man, at least they work for the informal sector, they say, under this one, registration, record keeping, compliance pressure will follow. The risk that some have argued that informal people do not invade tax because they want to. They are people that are working in the formal sector. They invade because the system do not fit their lives. According to what people they talk now, we can look the impact on small business of this policy where Jagagba introduced. What you go check? For instance, person will be hairdresser, person will be say get small shop, vendor, tailor. This one, under this one, there will be mandatory push for registration, bank transaction will flag, digital trail, impact. Some people don't even argue and say a section of the new tax even gives the president and the tax authority the powers to go to your bank even without court oversight, seize your money and confiscate your asset. Why some have said a system like that, there is no checks and balances. It's susceptible to abuse. Now, more can look the impact on big companies. Number one, we know say the corporation tax applies to medium and large company. 30% capital gain tax increase from 10%. 4% developmental levy replaces multiple levies. We now have 15% minimum for large companies with over 50 billion plus turnover or multinational group. Digital compliance, mandatory e-filing, invoicing, and digital payment. Also, we know the impact on the Nigerian economy. Let us quickly look at that. Number one, if implemented well, it means say at least Nigeria will move from where we did so, will move close to 8.9. We know say the reform, they implement and where we will look, they aim to push on to between 12 to 15%, the money the government they get to for tax. The fees and they do things like road, health, education, and other social things. On paper, it sounds like a good idea. Nobody go to say yes. But our problem is the political will. When you get people like Weke and others, ministers, one person they travel, that they carry 100 cars, and those cars are being paid for by the Nigerian taxpayers. Before you tell people they pay tax, you go first reduce them first. You go live by example before people come and say yes. If Tinubu, no be now only one kind they follow am. Now they talk say I thought it, but I don't mention Sheyi name because Sheyi Tinubu now we the Nigerian taxpayers and they fund those cars where they drive, and we not get any position, we not vote for them. The people where we say we vote for, where we say they drive 100 cars, let us first reduce all those waste first. People will be MP for UK, that they enter train with all of us, they enter the same train. Then they go the same supermarket where they buy. They know they get 100 cars where they drive. Now the same NHS hospital and all of us, they do go if we know well. We need that kind of system for Nigeria before you the type of say, may they pay tax. We know say, this one when they introduce you, if you work well, we know say oil revenue, it's not this stable. It will go up, it will go down. So with this one, no say tax, it is stable. The more stable budgeting, this year, now only 30% now they don't implement because no money to implement it. But when you see the way that they behave, the way that they spend money, they not care. The recurrent expenditure, they only fund that one. Now they only want to build roads, they want to build schools to make life better for the poor people. That one, they not see the money. But the one we say, man, one senator will get 100 special advisors, 500 cars. That one, they only get money to fund that one. And people more shine a while. Don't say the clearer rules, fewer overlapping, centralized administration, investors likely sanctity and not tax alone. Now, more can look the long-term output. This is very, very important, my people. Number one, if they implement the tax well, just like they tell us, if they remove subsidy, if things go better, put your comment on the comment section. That you say your life done better, should they remove subsidy? It means a government will have more money to invest for things going to matter for people. More government revenue equals to hospital. Reduce borrowing, poverty may reduce. If they implement it well, they're not going to implement it well. We can check waiting they go happen. When we say, you know, the money, now few people hand now go enter. Higher price, rise fast. You know, see hospital, our road will continue to be dead trap. Poor Nigerians go feel say they punish them. Frustration will grow. And they take all this money from me, which they take and they do. Now, maybe we can look the risk and dangers Nigerians must watch for. With all these two Tinubu say won't do. Number one, inflation pressure. Again, I repeat, inflation means say the money will be in your pocket. What you feel use and buy. Last year, Gary, for instance, they sell 30 naira. Tomorrow, they can sell 15 naira. That means say inflation, they go up. The same Gary, and you buy 15 naira now. But your pocket money, your salary, it not go up. So now they pour more. We know, say, man, even tax exemption price may rise due to indirect tax. Middle class, if we get middle class, rising cost of living may outpace growth burden the middle class. Weak enforcement. This may lead to corruption. Because we know, say, when they implement tax like this, my friend, when they work for inland revenue, tell me story, say, somebody where they know for there, the person bring letter, come say, they say, I beg go make one pay tax. So that money no enter government hand, na pocket, na they enter there. So we know, say, for this one, people with inland revenue, all is na billionaires, and Nigerian money, and they chop. So let us now look the impact on the poor Nigerians. For instance, somebody when we say they already earn less than 70K a month. They know say the food, by the time you spend money for food and other things, even if they don't the tax on the inflation, person he go see, in life, it not go make any difference. By the time the person take home a month salary, say they earn 35,000, you spend for transport, you spend 10,000. For fuel, you spend 8,000. You remaining 7,000. Now 7,000, you want to pay your pikin school fees. Now 7,000, you want to treat yourself, you know well. What if you they earn 45? Now 12,000 will come remain what you don't spend. Now you want to pay your pikin school fee. Now you want to look after yourself. Now the impact of the tax revolve. As I tell you before, I say Norway. Norway get 2 trillion sovereign wealth fund. They invest part of the money for New York Stock Exchange. Every year, Norway get 5%, more than 5% on the money where they invest. And Norway population, e no reach 6 million. The Prime Minister of Norway, now bicycle, now they drive. As you see my guy working, he carry children go trip for Dubai. Now you, me and you, now he pay for that trip. When they ask working, he said, but you have master's degree. But I have master's degree. That's a culture of impunity for abroad. They will sack him. Enough you try that nonsense. But for Nigeria, they take us, they do wash, and we just they fold our eyes. They are happy. You carry 2 children, follow body. This one a Peking. This one a Peking. Go government trip, paid for by who? Taxpayers. When Tinubu they give him a title that day. And so Shomole, all this project, they bow down for person they 40 years. When Nigeria they go, only God. This one way they see so. The Prime Minister of Netherlands, see him, one of the richest country in the world. Now walk in the go so. By bicycle, now they ride, they go walk for them. Because Netherlands people, they not go buy the kind of motor where we say our president, all this government, that Netherlands, they not go tolerate that one because he come there, can't serve. He can't serve them. Yeah, you go to drive 20, 50 motor. When the people when they serve, they not get one. They not go tolerate that kind of thing. Now let Nigeria, we will tolerate that. Now, we know say infrastructure, look at the Dutch PM because he feels safe saying they drive bicycle because you know say public system, the transport, everything there. So where people they talk now, say for before Taiwo come they go on TV station, they talk all this talk. Taiwo now brother for bring you call. You know how things they work. We are not against taxation. Most of us believe that taxation and education are the 2 social policies to redistribute wealth and make Nigeria better. But there must be trust. A leader cannot be, we not get a leader, a ruler. Our ruler cannot be living in paradise, detached from the people. They get 100 cars, 50 cars. Cut the recurrent expenditure first. Live by example. When people don't they see, don't block the waste. You can't talk about tax. People don't yeah. At least the leader, they live by example. Let me see your children, they carry 100 cars, paid for by taxpayers. And the people who are the same that they serve, they won't die. I want to go walk up. Like wait for the talk now say, smaller convoys, fewer trip, public money must be accountable, reduce waste in government, all those convoys, reduce them before we talk about tax. And if you never do that one, then you never talk about tax. Now, as you can't hear this one now, how you feel say Norway will be only less than 6 million, get 2 trillion, and their prime minister, where they rule there, now bicycle in the right, go walk. The same with the Netherlands. Whereas Nigeria, where be 230 million people, we only get less than $45 billion foreign reserve as of today. Whereas our people, our rulers, only get 500 cars. They waste money like that. Whereas country where rich, they live like poor. Then you tell me which one it is they're on the path to make life better for their next generation. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my new channel. Actually, they support me so, but God will support you. I will work hard to do more research.